What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. We are the original weird niggas from the basement.
It's your boy Haran Hargrave. Stay tuned for another episode of Rts Spotlight.
Shout out to respect the shooters. They owe me $100 for that drop. Salute.
A lot of niggas say they your friends, man, but don't support shit you do. Don't get no money with you. I guess me and my niggas just different.
I've been getting money with my team. I just wanna see all my niggas win. Ayy, feeling like I make them chasing dreams. And for my squad, I just want one thing. I want my niggas to win. I want my niggas to win. No, we making hella bands. Cup in the corner with friends. I want my niggas to win. I want my niggas to win. Everybody diamonds dancing. Everybody got mansions. Came from days in the basement. Me and my niggas ain't had shit. Got $1 in my pocket, that was tragic. Started falling like Jordan, we came upon the law. My niggas, we made it go, get more guns, get more dough. We came up from nothing, had to turn nothing to something. Now we only interview with no curtains, zipping on Prometheus and feel it working. All my niggas living lavish, all this money never had this. Money harder than a bad bitch, do say pull up in the M6. We had to grind hard, started from the back. Blink my nigga ASAP and he started hustle hats. Blink my nigga Swagger, you know he rap TBP. And I'ma be a monster nigga, that just who I be, yeah. I've been getting money with my team. I just wanna see all my niggas win. Ayy, feeling like I make them chasing dreams. And for my squad, I just want one thing. I want my niggas to win. I want my niggas to win.
What up, y'all? It's your girl Lee, and welcome back to another episode of RTS Spotlight. Today we have another special guest in the building that I know you guys are excited to meet, and so am I. So let's just hop right into a video first. You know I always show you the talent before we talk to them, so let's see what's up.
Game changer, put it in the hashtag. Hold down the sound like a quality stash bag. Make money up a show, get my girl a new Mac bag. Me gun a dope spitter, man, I'm crack at it. Something like a crack at it. It's just for something new to do, new to do. Let me take a crack at it. Letting out something unusual. Usually different from your average person. Know I'm killing shit when the mic is hurting him. Calling out my name when they close the curtain. Encore, encore, state to state. Oh yeah, I'm on tour, ain't debate. Design the incline, you stuck on the ground floor. Set them out with these hits, hope you're ready for the downpour. Been there, done that, all that jazz. Never caught up in my past. I'm just out here looking for something new to do. Yeah. Now making moves like this and that, giving you a break like Kid and Cat. Flow different, like cat in the hat. You're boy up the bat and I'm swinging for a home run. Sitting on stage such a showgun, small asshole Seth Rogen. Know I'm putting on the show when I feel the beat from head to toe. To grab the mic and let out different flows. To wait for the choruses to strike a pose. Never exposed when I'm taking pictures. Snap with the filters when I'm in the moment. What I say, behold it. Drain out the room when I spit all the love that I get. When I'm shining on these keys, man, I'm tight-lit. Been there, done that, all that jazz. Never caught up in my past. I'm just out here looking for something new to do. When I'm making moves like this and that, giving you a break like Kid and Cat. Flow different like cat in the hat. The boy up the bat and I'm swinging for a home run. I'm just out here looking for something new to do. Trying to get a flight tonight, land in different places. Booking big events and massive fan bases. Tour around the world in 50 days and nights. After night, making 50K, the risk he takes. On the day-to-day, finally paying off for real. Trying to get there and do that and move on to the next major deal. Give me back my soul. I swear I do it for the life, man. And I ain't talking jewelry, fake niggas fooling me. I'm talking the villain and making the music. You can let it out. That's what I'm about. But let these niggas tell it I'm a lost cause. Let open it doors. I had nobody in my corner for a good minute. Had one body from the start. Everybody else caught it to the finish line. After line, I shine with mine. Rise and grind when I rise the grind. A split for day, keep the stress away. Away I go like Romeo and Juliet. I die for mine. Please don't forget. Don't forget. Been there, done that. All that jazz. Never caught up in my past. I'm just out here looking for something new to do. Now I'm making more like this and that. Give it your bread like kid and cat. Float every bread like cat in the hack. Your boy up the bat, now I'm swinging for a home run. I'm just looking for something new to do.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of RTS Spotlight. If you're just tuning in and you tuned in that awesome video, I know that was something different. We haven't even heard that type of style before. So we have a really dope artist in the building today by the name of Ae. Please, Ae, welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
How you doing?
We're glad to have you on the show today. You're definitely a spotlight, different sound, very different vibe. And after talking to you a little bit, I definitely want the people to know where you're from and who you are and what your music is about. So let's start from where you're from.
I am coming from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Marcy Projects to be specific.
RC Projects, born and raised.
Yep. Been out here for all my life, all 26 years.
Okay.
Been doing my music seriously for like 9 years, but I've been singing since I've been a baby.
Yeah, you have a very, a nice melody behind your bars, which is cool.
Appreciate it.
Now, you're an artist, definitely. That was an artistic video and just visionary and lyrically, it all came together. And I seen, the last clip of it. You know, I didn't get sound for the first half, but I saw the last clip and just the break, even when you went into your different mode and your different style. Yeah. What is your vision behind your artistry?
My vision is all over the place. It's life in general, like whatever comes to me.
Okay.
I'm an all-around artist. I rap, I sing, I produce that beat. Also, the two hats that I'm wearing in the video, I hand-stitched those myself.
You hand-stitched them?
Yes, by hand. No drawing, nothing, by hand. Anything that has something to do with art, I usually get into it.
So the only thing you didn't do in that video, which I can't even put 100% bet on, was film it.
Yeah, I directed it, but I didn't film it.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
And if it was physically possible?
It's not that it wasn't. I mean, a few years ago, before I started actually branching out and working with other people, I was doing all my film work and my photography as well. But I had to take a break on that so I could really focus on my music. So I've been working with a couple of different videographers. So shout out to 1166 for that one. You know?
Yeah, that was a clean video. That was definitely clean. Okay, so you stitched the two hats. You wrote your own. You came up with the melody. You produced it as well as directed it. Okay, so let's put these in order. What in your life is your strongest? What do you feel like if I had to choose, if somebody put me in a corner and said, you can only do this one thing for the rest of your life, which one do you love that much to execute?
The music.
Making the music?
I love making music. It's different. Because I have a different approach on it, it's always fun to see me So I'll see myself come up with new ideas for songs and everything, because I don't rap about or sing about certain things that you like see everybody else on. Like,
Right.
I'm more about life itself and like, my perspective on it as well as other people's perspective that's around me.
Right.
So yeah, most definitely the music. I love making music.
That's dope. Okay, so I appreciate that. So you're definitely a creative mind. What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
Okay, are you guys creative? I don't really know too much about Leos.
What is it? Yeah, creativity is one of the things under Leos, and taking charge, basically taking that leader role, which took me a while to get to.
Yeah.
In all honesty, what I do in my music life now is totally different than what I used to go through when I was growing up. Like, everybody's like listening to what I gotta say now and coming to me and letting me know that what I'm doing is different and it's great, keep going. Whereas when I was younger, I didn't really have too many people, around me and stuff. I was always the outcast.
Right.
So to see life change just by me going into this music is crazy. But
You're here
I
now.
enjoy it. I enjoy
Yeah,
it so
you're here
much.
now for the ride. Trust in the process. Now, that's one big thing. You don't present yourself as the stereotypical Marcy Project, born and raised resident. You're very subtle in your approach. Definitely meeting you off rip. How has that influenced you? Because also, you don't rap about the norm. You don't rap about what we already know goes down in Marcy Project. You don't rap about what Jay-Z raps about and what he had to go through, you know what I mean, to do this and do
Because
that.
even though we came from the same place, we have two different perspectives of life.
Right.
I strayed away from the street life so much so this is why you don't have it so much into my music. But
Right.
don't get me wrong, I was around it. I can speak about it if I wanted
Right.
to, but that's not where I was trying to come from growing up into it. I've had a lot of family members who I've lost in the street life and all of that. So
Right.
that was a basic reflection on where I shouldn't go with life. So this what also made things a little bit harder with me growing up is because I didn't always connect to the same thought process and how
Right.
everybody else moved. But hey, man, happy where
You
I'm
gotta
at
trust
now.
the process.
Exactly.
People are put in certain
It take a
places
while, but-
to do certain things.
That's a fact.
Now, what age did you have that turn? Because I know growing up at 5, even in the projects, you're not looking around like, that's not what I should do. You know what I mean? What kind of molded your life into making that decision to stray away?
I wouldn't say 5, but nah. I figured out that I was different since first grade. In
So
all
you was
honesty.
kind of like 6-ish.
Yeah, around.
Okay.
But I didn't like find myself into the music until a few years later. Like, I was singing, I was in the choir and everything. But to like say like this is something I want to pursue.
Right.
But that's also my decision would have been different if life would have been different. Around the time where I could have made the decision to follow music, I ended up following art instead because I had recently lost my uncle, and that's what he was into. But he was also into the streets, and
Right.
God rest his soul, he lost his life.
Right.
So that was me trying to carry the torch. But
So it was artistry first.
I got back.
Complete
I got
artistry.
completely into the art, drawing, painting, anything you name it. But coming into high school is when I started getting closer to people who actually sing and everything, and that's what like really got me closer to getting back to it. But what really got me into recording music, I started doing poetry. My poetry started getting me into rapping. The rapping got me back into singing because I actually lost my voice from not paying attention to it and just
Right.
drawing and stuff.
Okay.
So it took a while to get back into the whole groove of things, but I say I like really, really started getting back into it around the end of high school.
And then your 9 month, yeah. Then your 9 years adding up, yeah. You went straight into that, to just working, focusing on music.
I was when I first started recording my music though, it wasn't for public. It was for myself, as if like a audio journal,
Okay.
you would say, because like I said, nobody was really like in my corner trying to hear what I had to say. So I found myself into the music and letting things out. When I started recording myself, I used to do it on a MacBook. So I would record myself before, like 1 or 2 years later, before I actually got into an actual studio. And the only reason I got into the actual studio is because I'm letting people hear my music and they're like, yo, this is dope. Like,
Yeah.
keep going. Like, I'm just like,
It was
keep going
happening.
what? I'm just making this just to, make it.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess, fine,
Right.
So, I gotta say, out of everything that I've done in life, me choosing to pursue music has been the most amazing and fruitful life experience thus
Okay.
far. I've traveled throughout the different states, performed throughout the different states. I have people in Europe playing my music right now, actually.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so
That's amazing.
now I'm here.
First off, it's just, this is great. This is why we bring people like you here, because it's truly a spotlight for you. Like, I was joking around with you, like, tell me
Yeah.
about your life. This is your show, because this is what we all want to know about you. Like,
Yeah.
you literally just gave me the timeline that other people wouldn't have time for. But now I feel you because, one, you're just a visionary.
Appreciate it.
Like, I don't think we've ever met, and I think the team could back me up. We've never met someone that does everything. Like, you actually do everything. Like, in this industry, you get lucky with those people who do 4 to 5 things, maybe the dancer, model, introverted radio stuff, but you, like, do everything.
I've done all that too. I've done a couple modeling, done
I
a
got
little
time.
acting.
You see, this ain't right. This ain't right. You gotta save a little time for us. And then it's crazy because it's like the music though is inside
Yeah.
of you, and then you're just dressed up and everything else. So you found the music, which is great. You're back into the music. As an artist, what kind of music do you feel like you produce? And I say produce in a sense because it's your music, and like I said, you do produce your own music. When you're coming together with these concepts, because you have life, and then you have putting it in the studio.
Yeah.
What is your process like when you're getting in the studio, coming up with that beat, finding your rhythm?
It usually all doesn't come inside of the studio. It depends on what I'm working on specifically.
Okay.
Like if I'm working with people on like a feature and we're in the studio, I can, as long as I like know the concept and like I'm in the groove of things, everything just comes to me pretty easy. When it comes to me working on my projects though, it takes time. I do it a little differently than I guess a lot of people that I've talked to so far. Like I know a couple people just like record things and then listen to the whole thing and then figure out where they want to put things.
Right.
I'm backwards. I figure out the whole thing before I record.
Okay.
I figure out the concept of what I want to go to for the project. From there, I figure out how many songs I want to put on the project. Sometimes it might change the number of songs depending on the beats that I come up with.
Right.
Now, let's see, when it comes to like my album that's out right now, The Broken Artist, it's on every
Broken Artist,
streaming
out right
platform,
now.
Apple Music, all that.
Europe.
That that I produced all of the tracks for. So
Okay.
that took me making the beats,
Wow.
sitting with it, and then figuring out the structure. And once I figured out the structure, I wrote the music. And once I wrote the music, I recorded it.
Wow.
So that's how I work. Recently, because I've been like out of commission with making my beats because my equipment is a little down right now. But
Okay.
But I've had the fortune of hooking up with different producers. So right now, which I'm gonna let y'all know, nobody else know this,
Nobody
but
else knows?
I'm actually working on a lot of music for next year. Like so far, I have
Nice.
2 projects done with 2 different producers. Yeah, like, and that was a different process for me too, like working specifically with the producer on some sitting down, listening and coming up with the beats and coming up with the project as we go, not just like popping up and like he shows me beats. Nah, like I gave him the vibe that I wanted and we created right there. Like it's different. Like the creation process is different when it comes to what exactly that I'm working on.
Right. You're like different. Like you are something different. I know there's like the kids out there, they tell when they're younger, like don't listen to the kids, you're different. But like you actually are different. This industry is not ready. And it's funny because you know, and that's why you're so classy with the way you present yourself. But we know. That's why we got you on the spotlight. But now, the thing I really, really want to know, you do it all. So putting other producers in your space, writers, for instance, you know, as you grow as an artist, stuff like that. How was your experience with having the experience and working with people who also have, you know, because nobody's the same. No one's going to produce like you. No one's going to write like you. He may be able to fulfill, you know, the vibe you're looking for, but how do you approach the situation? You know, letting your guard down for certain things like having a producer do your next one.
I mean, as far as writing, so far I've never needed help per se. I mean, if I'm writing something and I'm like, okay, how does it sound? And they like giving me advice, that's different.
Okay.
To actually have somebody come and like write something for me, that's different. But I'm not opposed to it, especially if it's like a song that would be like dope, like an actual song, like if I'm singing type.
Right.
Like it's different if I'm writing a rap. I feel like if I'm writing a rap, it has to come from me.
Yeah.
But if it's a song where I'm singing, it could come from anybody. Like, especially, it's just as long as I can, like, if my talent can take that and turn it around to where I can make it to where people can feel it, why not put that out in the air?
Right.
I'm not opposed to working with people whatsoever, but at the same time, just as I'm letting my guard down, I need that person to do the same thing so we both could connect on something and understand it fully, not just on some, I'm doing it this way, and if you don't like it, then nah, that don't make no sense. We should be both able to put our minds together to construct something beautiful.
Right.
Like I'm all about like really putting in that extra work and time just to make sure everything is right.
Right. Now, producer-wise, because that's a more solid thing. You know, with the producer, you can have them do your whole project, you know what I mean? You don't really want every producer doing a different song, you know, in your project. Do you have like a hit list of producers that you follow, you know, you are interested in their craft and you hit them up when it's ready to work? Or do you network and meet a producer and say, you know what, dude, all right, cool, let's get into the studio, see if we can vibe, see if we can make something happen?
I mean,
because you seem particular. In a good way.
Yeah. So far, it's been on the point where I just been like networking with people and meeting people for the first time and seeing what they can do, and then trying to put things together the way we can work with each other and build off of each other. Like I know a few producers though that's just on some, you know, they'll just sell you the beat and then that's it. But I mean that's cool. But like if I see you like really could do something, and I know like if I could do something on your beat and it'd be crazy, then yeah, I'm down to like sit and work. Like
to create.
I'm
so
all about
excited.
the creation.
First off, I'm excited. You do have music coming up next year. You said sneak peek.
I got some more music coming out before that.
Yeah, we got. I want you to let them know where you can find it. You have a project out now. Let them know where they can find your music for those who are not tuning in.
The Broken Artist. It is on Apple Music, Spotify, every streaming site actually. Just type in The Broken Artist. It's an 8-track album. My first album actually too.
That's dope.
Yeah, because recently, like, I have, like, a few EPs out and a couple mixtapes, like, on that piff. But this is my first album that I dropped.
This is your baby.
And it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. That was, the video was actually the first single off the album.
Okay.
And I have a video out now for the second single. It's called 25/To Life. It's a 2-part video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a two-part video.
I mean, if y'all want any
talented.
direct, just hit me up on Instagram at AE Productions.
Yeah. For producing, for writing, for
Filming,
melody,
photography,
for
I mean-
photography, for a piece of art, for a hat, for you do massages. Like, what else?
I mean, that's on the low. I mean, we could talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? Find them on the other
I've
side.
been told I've been, I was a masseuse in a past life. I don't know.
He does it all, and it's crazy because I swear, y'all, I swear we've met a lot of people, we've interviewed a lot of great individuals, but you do it all. You're like the one-stop shop. So, since you're the one-stop shop, 5 years from now, what's our plan? What's our goal? Where are we trying to be at? Because literally, you just picking at baskets. But you're going to have to settle down and make something happen.
Oh, I'm making something happen as we go right now. Like,
See, that's what I don't see. This is what I feel about you. You ain't trying to let none of that other stuff go. You trying to
that's
do it
just
all
there
until
for
it takes you
extra.
out.
Like I was telling one of my peoples, because we was talking about this, and I was telling him I'm like how expressing it's just one of those moments where I'm expressing exactly how serious I am at what I'm doing.
Right.
And my plan is once I get the spotlight, as you said,
Yeah.
I'm branching out everywhere. Like, I'm trying to do some short films. I'm trying to have some movie scores for some films. I'm trying to be in different commercials, endorsements. I'm trying to be everywhere with this. Because at the same time, from what I'm trying to get from it, I'm trying to open the doors so I can help other people. Now, at the same time, let me explain how I'm trying to open the door. I'm trying to open the door, keep the door open, but not wide open to where people try to use me and try to just take advantage. I mean to a point where it's like, I have the door open. This is the opportunity that's open for you. You just still have to make the moves to get to that door. Like, I'm not gonna hold your hands. I'm just gonna let you know I'm right here when you're ready, because a lot of people don't have that opportunity, and a lot of people are very talented and very motivated in what they do, and they sacrifice a lot. So I want to be able to open up that opportunity for people. Yeah, man. Try to give people.
Literally, I don't even have anything else. I have so many
That's
more questions.
also the reason
but,
why I
what?
do so much, because I
Right.
didn't have nobody to, open the door for me. So it's like, yo, okay,
Exactly.
fine. If you're not gonna do it, then I'll find a way to do it myself. I mean, that's how I started with the producing too. I only been producing for 2 years now, because before that I was just like, either if I knew a producer and gave me a beat, I didn't know that many producers back then, so I would just rip YouTube beats off, just spit over them, throw it up, freestyle, whatever, just to get my music out there. But then it was to a point where I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and he was telling me that in order for us to make the certain moves that we want to make, we got to be able to make money off of this and get licensed and all that. And it's like, getting hold of certain producers on YouTube is not that easy.
Yeah.
And then when they do, some of them hit you, like I said, they try to bust you over the head with some of these prices, don't even want to negotiate or nothing.
Exactly.
So I was like, yo,
Do it myself.
fuck this. Figured it out. Just started working on the beats myself. It was like, all right, fuck it. Why not, boy? Just do what you gotta do.
Learning is key. For those who don't understand, learning is key. You got to take what you want. You got to learn how to do it, because
That's
only
a
you can
fact.
do it best.
That's a
And I
fact.
think you've proven that. Last but not least, we must know, as a Marcy Project boy coming up, your mama gave you that $1 to go to the bodega down the block across the street. What was the snack you picked up with your $1?
Okay, let's see. Let's take it back. We talk about back then.
Back then.
That was back when they actually had the Dunkaroos in the store. Yeah.
I don't know about those.
Yeah, they don't have that no more.
know about those.
I don't even think they have them in the
don't know.
grocery stores
No.
anymore. I think you could order them online. Maybe.
That's so
It's
weird,
something
like-
online always. It would probably be a box. I would dead order that. I'm not even gonna lie.
Dunkaroos.
Yeah, that was my favorite snack back
Classic.
then. Yeah.
This is AE. This is as raw as it gets, to be honest. We literally started from when you were born, how you got here, and where you going. And he ain't stopping. Yo, y'all better either hit him up, get on a team, or do something before he opens the door and cracks it a little bit because y'all trying to be on the other side of the door. So
That's a fact.
AE in the building. You can follow him. You can keep up with his music, his next performances. Go. What is it? The new. That's out now.
My album out now is The Broken Artist.
Okay, and then you can find the videos off of that because the videos are out, but The Broken Artist is what it is right now. AE's in the building. It's been another episode of RTS Spotlight. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You the OG. You got it on lock. I just want you to know that. But it's okay. Keep you. I don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. RTS Spotlight. We will see you guys next time. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I really go by the name The Ghost, and I'm only 22, and it's never been a cocky thing, it's been like a fucking go. I'm great at everything I've ever done. But you are the GOAT for real, like, I'm so happy for all your success, and like, we gotta get the picture with this one, we gotta get it framed. Yeah, God damn it, Kevin sent this one? Kevin sent you? I'm telling you.